Hello friends, welcome to another vlog. I'm so excited to be making this vlog for so many reasons. We have a fun, exciting day ahead of us, but I wanted to share some very exciting news with you guys. So starting today, I have some special merch available. It is something I created with Mishmas in mind, and I hope you guys enjoy these, but we have created some MW logo mugs. So I got this logo created especially for Mishmas. I wanted some sort of pine tree included. And on the other side of the mug, we have yourself a merry little Mishmas. So no matter which way you're holding it, there's a little joy to be found. This is a matte kind of bone finish, and then inside is glazed. And it's a 15-ounce mug, and I love it. I absolutely love it. I worked with a company here locally in Las Vegas. They do a lot of promotional, materials. As you guys can imagine, there are a lot of conferences here in Las Vegas, and so a lot of companies would prefer to work with someone here and then just have the items, mugs, folders, pens, delivered straight to the conference instead of having to ship them over here. So they're a really big operation. They had a ton of different mug options. I went through so many, and it took me a really, really long time to find just the right one. I was like, no, it's got to be a little chubbier looking. It has to be a little shorter. It has to be, matte finish. Anyway, we decided on this one, and I could not be happier. I also splurged for the 2 color printing here. So this is a very, very dark green. And then we have my my typical taupe color. And then the back here is a taupe color as well. So Mishmas is creeping up. And if you're new to my channel here, what Mishmas is basically my take on Vlogmas. And Vlogmas is sort of a YouTube tradition. I believe it started on YouTube. Yeah, I think it's a YouTube tradition that during the month of December, when this first started, more than a decade ago, the content creator would post a vlog or video every single day of December, or from December 1st through the 25th or whatever. And it was sort of a way to kind of celebrate the holidays and the holiday season. So it's just something that a lot of YouTubers do. And I hopped on the train. I think is this going to be my 6th year? My 5th or my 6th year? I'll have to figure that out before Mishma starts, but it's my 5th or 6th year, and I did start by posting every single day of December from the 1st through the 31st. It was a lot. I now do from the 1st through the 25th. I feel like that is good. We can all relax that time between Christmas and New Year's. So it's just been great. It's something I look forward to every single year. And I think for you guys that have been with me for a long time, I hope it's something that you guys look forward to as well. And so I really wanted to do something fun this year, which is why I came up with the cup. Now, another thing that I do or have started doing during Mishmas is like a coffee advent calendar where I'm trying a different coffee every single morning, and I went with Bean Box last year. They had 12 days, which was great. It was ground coffee, so I didn't have to grind it up myself. Great. And I keep checking on the Bean Box site. I've even sent them a message. I'm like, are you guys doing your advent calendar? I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it yet. They are carrying a different company's advent calendar on their site. If you want to check out Bean Box, it's one that I actually considered last year, but there's 25 days, so it's definitely a commitment, and it's whole beans. So every morning I'd have to grind up different beans and clean out my grinder or whatever. It's just these considerations I have to kind of take into account. So I'm hoping that Bean Box is going to do another 12-day ground coffee. It's just easier that way. To kind of celebrate that and Mishmas and the end of the year and the holiday season, I thought these would be great. So if you are interested in these, there should be like a film strip type looking thing underneath this video. It's links to items that are available in my store. I have a few of my MW wraps left. I have some of my MW shawls left. And I have just a handful of my sweatshirts left. I'm not even sure if that's in that film strip because the inventory is so low, but you can always just go to my site by Michele Wang and take a look at what's available. But these mugs should appear in that film strip down there. Of course, I'll also link it down below. These are $22 each, and in the past, I've just had a flat rate shipping of $5 for domestic shipping, and then international shipping is available, but that was an additional cost. Because shipping costs have fluctuated so much, oh God, I'm not gonna bore you with like all the different carriers and the time of the year and the distance and all that kind of stuff, but it's really fluctuated kind of a lot. I'm not offering flat shipping anymore, but you can just put in your zip code and, you know, choose the carrier and the type of shipping that you want. Overnight or, you know, regular or whatever. I have a lot of shipping options on the site for you. So I just wanted to mention that. And oh, I'm like really, really excited for this year's Mishmas. And it's like sneaking up on me pretty quickly here. I started ordering the advent calendars. So I talked about the coffee one. I ordered the Joe Malo one. That one is one of my favorites. That has arrived already. And then I ordered the Diptyque one, which is actually arriving tomorrow. But there's pictures of them online. Of course, I will link them down below if you want to go ahead and get one and open them up with me during Mishmas. I always think that's really, really fun. So those are the two I'm going with. Sometimes I get sent some advent calendars, which is so wonderful. But I think if I get sent any, I'm just gonna open them up just to show you guys what's included. But during Mishmas, I'm just gonna focus on Diptyque and Jo Malone because I feel like those two have kind of become like a tradition on this channel. And then of course, if I can figure out the coffee one, I'll do that as well. If there's a coffee one that you guys have found online that you really enjoy, please let me know down below in the comment section. If that's an option, I will get that one. But I really, really enjoyed the bean box one. I think the year before that, I did one off of Etsy, Yawn Coffee. And it was actually, I think, from a British, was it a British coffee company? Anyway, it was okay. It was okay. I enjoyed the coffees in the Beanbox one more, which is why I'm kind of like focused on that one. But anyway, let me know down below in the comment section if there are ground coffee advent calendars that you have found that look interesting. I may opt for those. Today was the perfect day to start talking about Mishmas because it has finally cooled down here in Vegas. I woke up and it was 49 degrees. I almost cried tears of joy. I was so happy. I am wearing one of my Quince cashmere sweaters. So excited. Can you hear? I'm wearing my Prada nylon skirt. It's like so squishy. It's almost like wearing corduroy. Sorry, I just walked over to get the Jo Malone advent calendar because I wanted to see what it looked like the layout, because the box looks very different from in the past. And I can't remember what the picture looked like online. I just went ahead and ordered it. Okay, so here's the box. And let me take this ribbon off. They always package everything up so nicely. So in the past, it's been like a flip top, and there's been drawers. It's been, I don't know, I guess a little bit of a fancier package. This year, it just opens up like a book. Sorry, it's like magnetized. And then there's drawers inside. So it's very, very pretty, but I do appreciate the past boxes, the designs a little bit more. But I did just want to show you guys this year's layout in case, you know, that's a determining factor for you guys. So I'm really excited for Mishmas. I'm so excited about these mugs. They are, I should have mentioned this before, sorry. These are limited edition. Once they sell out, they will be gone. Maybe I'll bring them back next year, but this has a special Mishmas logo, so I'm not gonna have these all year round. But I am so in love with these. They're like the perfect mug shape for me. Just a little bit chunky at the bottom. They come up just a little bit at the top. But yeah, it's like the perfect size to hold in your hands. Oh, I didn't show you guys my new nails. So I got my nails done this past week, and I was just gonna go with my regular walnut brown, go back to that. I have been doing the ombre a couple times in a row. I did the ombre for Prada. I did the pistachio green ombre, and then I like the ombre so much that I went with that black to clear kind of ombre. But I just wanted to like cut my nails short. The long nails were really, really bugging me. I couldn't type on my phone. I could barely type on my keyboard. So anyway, I was like, let me just cut them short. And then when they're this short, I don't feel like the ombre looks that good. Anyway, I was just gonna go back to my walnut brown, but I thought, oh, you know, I've really been like completely influenced by, you know, the colors of the season. So burgundy has really, really just like caught my eye every time I see it online. So I thought, let me do more of like a burgundy Bordeaux kind of color. So this is D&D gel. I believe the name is called Silky Beets, Beets. How funny is that? I'll list it down below in my description box. But yeah, this is D&D Silky Beets, if you're interested. And I also wanted to mention that I did a live with Luna on Instagram. Now, I couldn't figure out how to save lives, so I think what I'm gonna do is upload it here on YouTube, just so you guys can see like all the gorgeous stones that Luna was showing. It was such a great conversation, and we basically did like a hand tour of my rings. I'm actually missing two, my Chevalier and my Kunzite ring. But we talked about all of these rings and you know how this is like cabochon cut, this one is rose cut. But what I wanted to share with you guys in case you missed that live is from now until the end of November, with my code Michele10, it will give you 10% off everything. She just wanted to open up to everything since it is the holiday season and you know, gift giving time is upon us. Treat yourself. There is usually, because everything is, you know, handmade and handcrafted and one of a kind, there is like a 4 to 6 week delivery period. So that's why we really wanted to kind of get started now if you wanted them for the holiday season. So that coupon code again, Michele10, 10% off everything is good until the end of November. So we wanted to kind of include like Black Friday in there. So I wanted to mention that. What else? I felt like there were a few things that I wanted to catch up on with you guys, and I think that's it. I did want to talk about like Thanksgiving and all of that, but I think I'll talk about that in my next vlog because that's a whole beast. Thanksgiving is a whole beast because I've got family coming into town and I'm hosting. So we'll talk about that in another vlog. But today, I think I was mentioning that we have a fun day ahead of us. I am going to the Shade Store, because that guest room that I built out with the in-wall bed from California Closets, and it's where I do a lot of my selfies now or whatever. You guys have seen that, or a lot of my fashion hauls I'll do in that room. There's that big wall of like the French doors and the windows. I don't have any wall coverings there. And so I thought, let me give Shade Store a call. Now I never worked with Shade Store before because when they first opened, you had to measure everything yourself and then install it yourself. And I was like, I'm not good at that. I'm gonna mess that up. It's gonna be a wreck. I'm gonna get shades or window coverings that don't fit, whatever. So I was always like, no, let me not do that. As the Shade Store progressed, they kind of started to provide more and more help and assistance with all of this. So now they offer like free measuring. So I actually got those measured. And then if you want them installed, they either can connect you with someone that can install them, or they actually have that service. So I'm going to the showroom to look at some options. I think I just want like kind of like a sheer like drapery, like a ripple fold ceiling mount drapery. Just one that opens in the middle since we have those doors, or that one door that opens up. I think that's the plan for that room. But I wanted to go and just kind of take a look at the materials. It's just our guest room, so I'm not feeling that picky about it, shall we say. Probably just something like linen, like oatmeal colored, something like that. But I did want to go to the showroom just to take a look at all the different materials. And it's actually in the same a strip mall, like a development that my Pilates studio is in. And my Pilates studio, I think I mentioned a few vlogs ago, because I donated a bunch of like beauty products for her to raffle off. And tonight is a celebration for the 20th birthday of Las Vegas Pilates. So she's been having like raffles all month, and now she's having this little party. And so I'm gonna go to that. I'm gonna be there for the Shade Store anyway. And then I'm gonna pop into this party, and then in the same like mall. So this is the district in Green Valley. If you are familiar with Vegas or from Vegas or Henderson, you know what I'm talking about. We're meeting our neighbors for dinner. So I think I had mentioned before I went to Milan, so a few months ago now, we had our neighbors over. They had moved in, sent us a really nice like introduction letter, not just us, I think to the whole neighborhood, just introducing themselves, and they were so excited to be here. And so we had dinner with them, and they're so sweet. So, anyway, we got in touch, and now we're gonna have dinner at a steakhouse there. So I'm really excited for that. Again, it's like the perfect weather because it just cooled off. It's like perfect for a steakhouse. I'm so excited to be like you know, going and bouncing around to all these things, shade store and then the Pilates studio, and then we're gonna go to the steakhouse. So it's gonna be a fun evening, but I'm gonna take you guys along, and I think that's it. I feel like there was more I wanted to catch up with you guys on, but yeah, I'll have plenty in the next vlog. So definitely stay tuned for that, because a lot of house updates and a lot of like things that I need to like mentally prepare for, just physically prepare for in terms of Thanksgiving. All right, I think it's just about time for us to leave for the shade store. So we just got done at the shade store. We're gonna head on over to Las Vegas Pilates, and I have a bunch of swatches from the shade store. I was like all ready to just place my order. I was like, I like that one. She was like, why don't you take it home and hold it up in your room? I'm like, okay. So I'm gonna do that probably tomorrow, because by the time we get home, the sun will be down. I wanna see what it looks like in the daylight. Well, both daylight and evening. So yeah, I probably have like 3 or 4. And then I actually asked her about that really large windowed wall that I have. You guys have seen it. It's the room with the fireplace in it. And it's like, you know, it's 2 stories. So it's probably like 20, I think it's 28 or 30 feet. Anyway, it's very, very high. So I've been like avoiding the whole idea of a window treatment there, but I think it's time. Anyway, I asked her about that. She was like, yeah, they could do that. And we'd probably have to have it motorized if we want to actually move it, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, that's a future project, but that was something I got a chance to speak to her about as well. But that's it. Let's head on over to Las Vegas Pilates. That was such a fun party. Great food. Lizelle's mother actually made a lot of those yummies. And I got to meet up with Bella. Lizelle's daughter Bella used to work for me when she was still in high school, and she's already a sophomore in college. Can you believe that? Time flies. So anyway, we had to go because we are near Whole Foods, and I need to stop into Whole Foods and get some food. We're gonna do that, and then we have to head out to dinner, which is back on the other side of this outdoor mall. So this outdoor mall is actually split in 2, and the shade store was on the other side, Pilates is on this side, and the steakhouse, Echo and Rig, that we're going to is back on the other side by the shade store. So anyway, we're gonna stop into Whole Foods and then off to dinner. Oh, I forgot to mention, I met a subscriber at the little cocktail party. Her name is Lisa. Lisa, if you are watching, hello. So nice to meet you. Thank you for stopping me. We had a really nice conversation. So nice to meet subscribers. So anyway, just wanted to give Lisa a shout out. Hi. Well, we're just finishing up dinner. Well, we finished up dinner, now walking. This whole area is like lit up for Halloween. So cute with the purple and the orange lights. And then there's some other lighting over here, other fun Halloween decor. But dinner was great. Conversation was wonderful. And the food was really good. It was really, really good. I got a grass-fed filet. It was delicious. And oh my God, we got like mac and cheese and French fries and Brussels sprouts, bone marrow, steak tartare. I mean, we did not hold back. So it was delicious. And then my husband wanted to order souffle, but they had run out. So they actually sent over like this warm, what did she call it? A warm coffee cake? Oh God, it was really good. Like it was like a light cake and it had all this frosting on top, but it was whipped. Anyway, it was absolutely delicious. So we are on our way home now. Well, we're on our way to the car to get home. And did I mention this earlier? I worked out with my trainer this morning and we did legs and he was so mean. And I've felt okay all day, but standing up from that table, I was like, oh gosh, I don't think I can walk. So I'm kind of hobbling to the car is actually more accurate statement. Okay. Well, I'm super full. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning. I am just pouring myself some coffee in my Mishmish mug. How are you guys doing? I am still full from dinner last night. I usually wake up pretty hungry and I go straight to making some breakfast. But this morning I figured I'd just have some coffee and see how I feel. So just sitting here on a cool morning. I'm so excited. I woke up and it was about 50. I think right now it's about like 57 or something. I even brought down a fleece. I know, I'm getting carried away. I'm getting really carried away. I am really trying to enjoy this cool weather whenever I have it here. I think next week it's gonna get warm again, so yeah, just gonna take it all in right now. Anyway, I was just looking at these Shade Store swatches and I got that wet already. Taking a look at these swatches and I should really bring them up to the room and, you know, like hold them up or whatever. And I figured we could do that together if you guys are interested. But yeah, I'm definitely feel like I'm entering like a nesting home phase for many reasons, which I alluded to this earlier in the video, but I'm gonna be talking more about like some home updates and Thanksgiving that's coming up quickly and the holiday season and everything. So we'll get to that in the next vlog because I think that will be an entire vlog. But I did want to just show you 3 swatches that I pulled for the fireplace room, the big tall wall of windows that I have, because I have that camel colored couch in there. I didn't know if something rich like this would look okay. I don't know that I'd want a whole wall of it. But anyway, I pulled 2 versions of this color. So this one is linen and viscose. So mainly linen, has a little bit of sheerness to it. And then this one is silk. And so this has, I don't know if you can tell, it has a little bit of a sheen to it. I really like this material. I don't know that I'll go with this color. They call this color caramel. It is really nice though. And then I pulled this one, which is acrylic wool and polyester. But I thought if I wanted something neutral, this could be nice. And there's just, I mean, you can barely see it, but it's like a little hint of herringbone. Maybe the backside, can you see it better? Oh yeah, maybe you can see it better on the backside. There's less like fuzz on the backside. Anyway, I just pulled those. I don't know when I'll get to that window because I have to get an electrician in here to put a plug all the way up at the top so we can motorize it because it's way too tall and be way too heavy to use a cord or to use a wand or something like that. It just, yeah, it's just way too big and way too heavy. So maybe early next year I'll look into it, but I would like to do it before next summer because my main motivation to get coverings for those windows in that room is that in the summertime, when the sun comes in, it is very, very warm. It gets very warm in that room. And it doesn't even get like direct sunlight. The sun kind of moves this way past the window, but it's just, it gets hot. It gets so hot here that I think every little bit helps. So we definitely want to do that before next summer. And also these windows here around our like kitchen table. We want to get maybe like some Roman shades for that too, because the sun does come in. It's this window right behind me. It comes like in late afternoon. That's like west facing. And again, it's okay in the wintertime. It's just kind of annoying when the sun's like right at eye level, but it's, you know, the heat doesn't bother me. But in the summertime, it will literally warm up this room where I have to lower the AC like a couple degrees just to get more comfortable. So definitely want to get coverings for those windows. Oh gosh, I've got little fabric shreds all over me now from these swatches. These are the ones that I pulled for the room upstairs, and this one is the one I'm leaning towards because it's just a really basic linen oatmeal color. It's 100% linen. The color is called oatmeal. How funny, I don't even think I realized that. It's called oatmeal, and it's nice, it's simple, it's basic, but I thought, let me try some other ones. Like this one's more sheer. This one is a Sunbrella fabric. So I think this is probably the sturdiest, but I think it also looks, I don't know, it looks the most prosthetic. Is that the right word? And then this one has a little bit of a metallic sheen to it, which is pretty because it's really, really subtle. So I thought I'd hold that up in front of the window. And then this one is just really sheer. And this is a wool blend. But this is the sheerest of them all. I think I want a little bit more coverage because if I want more light, we can just open up the shades, you know. I'm just gonna enjoy my coffee a little bit here and then we'll head on upstairs and take a look at these in that room.
Hi, Butters. Little stretchies? Good morning. Yes. Do you want to help Mommy pick out some drapes? Some fabric for drapes? Let's go take a look.
Okay, so here is that wall of windows. So we've got the French doors in the middle and then two basically just glass panes on either side. Neither of those open. Right, baby? All right, let's see what works in here. So this is the one that I'm leaning towards. It does work well. It works well with the furnishings in here. I'm just going to turn you around to shelf here. Yeah, not matchy-matchy, but same sort of color family. So I think that lets in enough light, but there's still a lot of privacy. It's not super sheer at all. And she actually gave me some privacy liners if we wanted to do that. This is what it's like with this Linens Soft Privacy liner. Let's put that back there. Yeah, I don't think I need a liner, not with that one. She did also, let's see, send me home with this one, which is more sheer. I think you can see that. Oops. I mean, this is nice too. I think my one issue with this, because I was able to see like a larger panel of this, is, can you guys see? You can see like the grain, basically, or like the flecks or the imperfections in the linen. Do you see like the little marks there? And I just liked how this one looked just a little bit more finished, if you will. I don't know. This actually doesn't let in as much light as I thought because this room is not super bright. I've got that like overhang covered outdoor space out there, and then this is like the same side of the house as the fireplace room, the big wall of windows that I was talking about. So the sun never comes in here directly. It just goes from like right to left, basically. So I wonder if this is good enough. No, I think I still, so indecisive. I think I still like this. I feel like if you want to close the drapes and sleep in here, this is more helpful than something that's sheer. And if I do want light, I would just simply open up the drapes. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this. I think the other two options that I have, this one is that sunbrella one. Yeah, it just looks it looks like outdoor fabric. So no on that one. And then here's that metallic one, which, you know, it's funny, now that the light is coming through behind it, you can't even see the metallic. It's almost like not even worth it in a way. It's so subtle that there's kind of no point to it. Can you even see the metallic? Yeah, I don't even think you guys can see. Oh, maybe a little bit right there. Yeah, so it's just like a pretty sheen, but I think, yeah, I think I like just this basic linen sheer in oatmeal. I think this is the one. Yeah, and you can see enough of the texture in the material, but not as much as the sheer. Yeah, I think we'll do this. And then I just wanted like a very simple, basic ripple fold drapery. It's just gonna open in the middle, so right at the doors, and it's gonna be ceiling mounted with like a white bar, and that's it. So the woman at the shade store, who was really, really very, very helpful and very knowledgeable, by the way, if you guys wanna visit the shade store in Green Valley, she was very good. Her name is Maylene. She mentioned that it's probably going to take 4 to 6 weeks to get this. I'm really hoping that this happens before Thanksgiving when I am going to have guests staying in this room. So fingers crossed, I really want to get this order in. So I think I'm going to do that now. I'm going to email her, which she'll probably get after this weekend because it is the weekend day. But that is it. That is it. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this vlog. And yes, definitely stay tuned. Definitely subscribe down below if you are interested in some home updates because I've got a lot for you and those will be coming in the next vlog. All right, guys, I'll see you soon. Bye. Butters, what are you doing? Oh, I forgot to mention, I met a subscriber at the little cocktail party. Her name is Lisa. Lisa, if you are watching, hello. So nice to meet you. Thank you for stopping me. We had a really nice conversation. So nice to meet subscribers. So anyway, just wanted to give Lisa a shout out. Hi.